So what say we do a little walk around period. People seem to love this kind of thing, so why not? First thing we'll see here is my little bucket farm. I just collect rainwater here. I use it here and there around the garden. Down here we'll see a mustard plant that I'm allowed to go to seed so it can produce flowers that the early pollinators can get into. In the back is part of my trash trellis. Let's walk over here and have a look. If we look down the line, the trash trellis is some 4x4 frames made of 2x12s that were once cold frames. I just stood them on end. Now they will be trellises for cucumbers. The wood on top, that stuff scavenged from the side of the highway. I call it the highway supply. If you see a piece of wood laying on the side of the road, leave it. I'll be along to get it before long. The mesh that you see is various other items that I've picked up from the highway. Some odds and ends of screens. There's a small barbecue screen. Here's one that was once a little gate in your house to keep your kids under control. Moving on down the center section, in here, it's made of cement reinforcing mesh, just worked in there. Here we've got a little, I don't know, fence, divider fence made up of some of those things you buy at the store and spend a lot of money on. Stakes, tomato stakes. I just built a fence out of them, kind of a divider. So here's a bed. You can see what my favorite mulch is. Here's a mustard plant that's gone to seed. Currently, there's a couple bumblebees flying around it. I let that thing go all the way till the real flowers show up. Here's another piece of the trash trellis. More mesh. More pieces of reinforcing wire. Here's a bed that has been put to rest. Underneath the cardboard and carpet is compost, allowed to work a little bit in the soil before I plant here. Coming over here is a bin with my favorite seeding mix or planting mix. Combination of compost, wood ashes, a little triple 13 fertilizer, and some peat moss. Shh, don't tell anybody about the peat moss. Over here is a small long row of contender bush beans from 2015. I don't know what they're going to do. I planted them dry to see if they'll work at all. Under this carpet is potting soil that's come out of various pots. I just save it and keep it available for use in planting, amending soil, etc. Back there are peas growing on a cattle mesh cylinder with a watering pot in the middle. Pour water in the pot, water the plants. They'll grow up this cylinder until harvest. Here's some more peas growing on a small young boys baseball pitching throwback net thing. Another one picked up off the side of the road. It's going to be a trellis. Now here's a teepee that will grow Kentucky pole beans. I'm sorry, Kentucky Wonder pole beans. They were planted on 3/27 and are apparently from year 2021. Down on this end, you'll see a small stick with a red string marker. Underneath there, in a long row, will be sunflowers. As they grow, they'll divide the garden up into various sections, provide a bit of windbreak, and so on. So this is the bed that I've been working on lately. We probably got 5 hours total in the thing. Tomatoes and peppers will probably end up here. A few odds and ends scattered in and around, interplanted. Back here, behind the pitching throwback thing, is a old post office plastic bin that I found scattered along the side of the road with the bottom rotted out. So I lined it with cardboard and used chicken wire to hold it together, and there's potatoes growing in it now. Oh, the ever popular cup used for planting out seedlings. Back of this thing, this is the Trash Trellis backside. It's going to have the shelf space here where I could plant container items, maybe some lettuce in various containers. As the plants grow on this thing, it will shade the lettuce and help it get along in the heat of summer. Down here, okay, some trash that's kind of piled up here. Let's pull that cup in there. Here's a shelf on the other end of the Trash Trellis, and these items are winter sown cucumbers, tomatoes, a couple different types of tomatoes, some eggplant, some California Wonder peppers. I could even, now that I think about it, add another shelf midway up in this thing to add some more space for containered items, some winter sown, etc. Good idea.